We are ready to go. Look at me. Model Stephanie, let's go. To sell them that one product. I'm so excited. So the shop opens tomorrow, potentially tonight. I'm kind of flirting with the idea of maybe opening it at 9 p.m. just to let Etsy begin indexing my listings, but I'm not sure if I'm going to actually publicly announce that. I'm feeling really excited in this moment. I do have some things on my mind that have me a bit stressed and worried outside of this whole launch. But focusing on this launch alone this week has honestly been one of the most creatively fulfilling weeks that I've had in a very, very long time. Throughout all of this, I had somewhat of an unexpected realization, which I'll get to. But just to kind of recap, I spent a lot of time working on product photography so that I could upload the Etsy listings. I uploaded the Etsy listings, of course. I finished creating the remaining necklaces a few days ago. I revised my thank you cards and my material cards. Here's my thank you card. Every shipment is going to come with one. And then depending on what you order, you'll get a corresponding materials card. It's not really focusing very well. But basically it just lists like what materials each piece was made with, when it was made, the name of it, the offering. Oh, and then I also worked in Canva to create a few different posts, carousels, static posts, reels, things like that, that I can post throughout the week of the launch. And all that, I'm really realizing like so many tiny decisions go into launching an independent handmade business. And even though there were a lot of steps and there's definitely a lot of time and work involved, I mean, I was really treating these like work days, working anywhere from like 10 to 6 or like 11 to 5. It never felt overwhelming. It was very eye-opening for me because it's not to say that my work in wellness as an embodiment educator is not fulfilling, because it absolutely is. And I love coaching and I love guiding people. I love creating content around wellness and embodiment. I love recording guided meditations, all of that. It honestly, it doesn't feel the same. And I think what I've also realized is that this is really a full circle moment for me. I have been making jewelry since I was a little girl. My mom and I had a small jewelry business called Bead Garden Designs when I was like 7 or 8 years old. And that was my first introduction to making handmade jewelry. Fast forward to like 2012, 2013, I launched my own small business called Soul Eclectic. And I feel like every time I tried to get that business off the ground, something would come up where I would have to put it to the side. And now, coming back to this moment, I don't know why, but this feels like the moment where I'm going to really be able to lock in, as the kids say. For example, oh my gosh, there was this one night last week where I had ended my work by like 9 p.m. I want to say I was in bed by 9 p.m. But I ended up staying up until 2 in the morning. I did not go to bed until like 2 in the morning last night. And the thing about me is like, when I'm really excited about something and I'm really motivated to make something happen, I will sacrifice eating, I will sacrifice sleep, and I can't do that. My Aura Ring is so mad at me this morning. My Aura Ring was not impressed. My sleep score was trash that next morning. But again, I really haven't felt creatively alive like this in a long time. And I think I'm realizing that there's like a difference between excitement and pressure. I think as a I wouldn't call myself a new small business owner because obviously I've done the jewelry thing before. And then when it comes to my wellness work and my coaching, I've had that business since 2023. But I think when you're starting a new business, whether you have experience running a business or not, there's kind of this pressure to not only get the business off the ground, but I think also to kind of prove yourself. I don't necessarily feel pressure to prove myself, even though I found myself thinking about things, going back through things in my mind, proofreading things, jotting down ideas. It didn't really feel like obligation or overworking. It actually felt just like fulfillment and inspiration. So, as evidenced by me staying up till 2 in the morning the other night, I have a somewhat unhealthy habit of putting my needs and sort of my well being to the side when I'm really, really inspired. And so, I was sitting here editing this vlog right now, and I realized that I hadn't eaten anything since this morning, nor had I fed my cats. So I just figured I would come outside and sit, which I haven't really been able to do the past like 2 weeks, honestly, because it's been excruciatingly hot. And I figured I might as well take advantage of this cooler summer afternoon while I can, because who knows when another heat wave might come. So I just had a little snack with a little lactose-free Greek yogurt with some granola and some pumpkin seeds and a drizzle of maple syrup. I took my daily anxiety meds, just had some water. I'm probably going to listen to a couple of voice notes that my friend sent me, and then I might go inside and continue working. Now, going back to what I was mentioning at the start of this entry, I definitely have been stressed about a couple of things, mostly around finances. I got a huge check back in, I want to say it was early May. And man, did I really need that money, because freelance work has been so slow this year. Coaching has been really slow this year. And so that check really got me by for the past couple of months. But that check has run out now. So I think when I checked my account this morning, I literally had like $9 and change. Like, I kid you not, literally. I have so many upcoming bills that I cannot miss, including taxes that are on installment agreements, debt that I'm catching up on, things of that nature. I don't even want to go down the list because I'm intentionally trying not to focus on that, because I don't want it to take away from the positivity and the excitement of this moment. But that being said, being in this space of scarcity, I kind of found myself slipping into this old mindset last night, where I was kind of reviewing my listings and looking at people who are on Etsy right now, thinking to myself, do I have enough of an inventory? Are my product photos good enough? Are people going to think my jewelry is worth what I've priced them at? Things of that nature. And thinking about how when I first launched Soul Eclectic back in the day, back then I did think that I needed a huge inventory, and I thought I needed a lot of designs, and I thought I just needed like all of this variety to make sure that every single customer could find something when they visited my shop. And almost like I needed to prove myself, as I was saying, before launching. As I sat with what brought me back to jewelry in this moment in the first place, and my reason for coming back to jewelry, my reason for even doing this video archive right now, I realized I don't want to build my studio that way. I don't want to get lost on this hamster wheel of trying to chase sales and make enough money and be in this space where it's like, oh my gosh, I have these bills due, so I have to make 50 pieces this week or else I'm not going to be able to pay them and something. But like, I don't want to bring that energy into my business. And as a spiritual person, I have always believed that what is for me will not miss me, one. And two, that I am always resourced and supported. Whatever chapter I may be moving through, whatever trials and tribulations and challenges may be on my path at any given moment, those things are placed there intentionally so that I can grow and so that I can learn and so that I can get to a place far better than I can even imagine because of the lessons and the strength and the resilience that I will learn along the way. So I don't want to focus on the scarcity. I don't want to focus on money. Even though I really need the money, right now the most important thing to me is showing up authentically and expressing myself in a way that feels as genuine and authentic and organic as possible. I can build a creative practice that protects me and my energy and not just the business. So I don't need to push myself beyond my capacity just to make ends meet. I honestly, truly believe that as long as I show up for the reasons that brought me here, everything else is going to find its way to me. As I sit with this feeling, like the worry and the stress and the anxiety that I was feeling this morning, it's just kind of in the background, and that feels really good.